Yeah, you see it. You see it. Godzilla, Kong, Supernova. So this is the third movie from the franchise Godzilla Kong, Godzilla and Kong. And this right here, this is just a teaser trailer. The Supernova is a teaser trailer. Um, from it looks like it's supposed to be coming out in the year 2027. That's all good. That's all good because it'll give it time to properly cook and do what it need to do because Godzilla and Kong is not something that you want to rush. And I did hear rumors that this villain that's supposed to fight Kong and Godzilla is supposed to be Space Godzilla. That's what I've seen. So yeah. So let's just go ahead and check this teaser trailer out because I did see, it dropped all over YouTube. So I want to check this out. I'm a huge fan of Godzilla and Kong, but I like Godzilla, but I like Kong more, if that makes sense. But let's dive on into this teaser trailer. Godzilla Kong Supernova. Let's get it. By the way, I hope you guys have had an amazing day today. I just got off work, some overtime. I'm a little exhausted, so my energy may not be up there. So, just bear with me. But we're going to get through this video, Renzo gang. I do these for y'all. Let's get it.
Thank you for calling Monarch Community Support Line.
This just in, there have been a number of Titan sightings today all over the globe.
You already know what time it is. Emergency alert. Okay, now it's in production. Okay, bet. Okay, that was just a little teaser trailer, and I liked it. I liked it, and it gives a little warning. What's getting ready to come next. And I don't see. I don't really know too much on Space Godzilla, so kind of help me out, Renzo gang, because I don't really know too much on Space Godzilla. I know a Mecha Godzilla, of course. I know Mecha Godzilla, but I don't know on Space Godzilla. Um, yeah, it's interesting. The last one was really good. Well, yeah, the last Kong and Godzilla movie was good. I'm not gonna lie to you. I never thought in a million years we would ever get a Godzilla and Kong in theaters. But I can't complain. You know, I wonder exactly what Supernova is going to exactly be about. I don't really exactly know what Supernova is going to be about, but I did hear that Space Godzilla is supposed to come and fight both Kong and Godzilla. They could throw a little twist in there. They could throw a little twist in there. But I will say this, the year 2027, that's going to be crazy for movies because that's also the same year that Avengers Secret Wars is supposed to come out. I definitely cannot wait for that movie. Definitely. But we got to get through Avengers Doomsday first. And I am still, a little upset that we didn't get Avengers The Kang Dynasty. But, I'm not going to complain. But but yeah, I wonder exactly what kind of tag team moves that Godzilla and Kong will do, and I wonder exactly, are they still gonna be beefing with each other? Because when Godzilla and Kong first, see each other, they always want to squirrel with each other. You already know that Godzilla and Kong, they only deal with each other, for the favor of the world. That's really it. They don't fool with each other. Godzilla and Kong do not fool with each other, and I don't blame them. Excuse me. I don't blame you because you they tried to kill each other in the first movie, and Godzilla apparently he did beat Kong, but you still needed Kong's help to fight Mecha Godzilla. At the end of the day, you still needed Kong's help to fight Mecha Godzilla. which Kong did beat, by the way, even though it was a tag team. Kong, put the pause on Mecha Godzilla. And I don't, like I said, I don't know too much on Space Godzilla. I don't know how powerful Space Godzilla is, but I would say this movie so far, the franchise so far, it didn't disappoint at all. So Godzilla Kong Supernova, I feel like this is probably gonna be better than the last two. It's like every movie it elevates from the last one, so I feel like this one will elevate, and honestly, I don't really think a whole lot of people might. If you're a Godzilla fan, you probably may know Space Godzilla. I wasn't a huge Godzilla fan. I was more of a Kong fan than Godzilla, but I don't really know too much on Space Godzilla. So I mean, hit the comments down below and like kind of school me on like Space Godzilla is, or I could just look it up. But I would rather for y'all to tell me who Space Godzilla is. Like I said, the movie is in production. It'll be out year 2027. That's gonna be a crazy year with the superhero movies, and this movie's gonna be coming out with that. I ain't gonna lie, I hate waiting on the movies, but at the same time, it's a good thing to wait for the movies to actually, actually get it right. Because you don't want something, halfway done and rush and then it's gonna receive back regardless of what movies are going to receive backlash, just like TV shows, they're going to receive backlash no matter what, no matter how trash it is or no matter how good it is, it's always going to receive some form of negativity flat backlash. It is what it is. This is the world we live in. Just like, for example, some people still complain about Daredevil Born Again, and I'm like, that was like the best series that came out. A lot of people, were complaining a little bit about, Thunderbolts, even though, the day Thunderbolts came out, we were supposed to have gotten Avengers Kang Dynasty. But, I'm not going to complain about that. Some people complain about Captain America Brave New World. That was an amazing movie. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter whether, they push back a project or they, bring it early, it's always going to receive that backlash. Just like for example, if Blade would have been coming out, I'm not gonna say no names, but if Blade would have been coming out, Blade would have been receiving some backlash. Just like for example, the Fast and Furious franchise, like they keep pushing those movies back, and I ain't gonna lie, they exceed my expectations, even though a little too much. They do a little too much, but the point I'm trying to make is it's always good to wait on something big. Something like this is always good to, have patience and wait. Sometimes I understand, patience is not one of my virtues. I understand how y'all feel, but at the same time, like I want something, to be put out, you know, full out 100%. Like, don't give me nothing, no 50%. Don't give me nothing less than 100%. Like I want it the whole way. Like I want it. I want the movie, good. Like graphic wise, storyline wise, the characters, all of that. I want all of it, in production, and cooked well. You don't want nothing half cooked. Trust me, because like a lot of y'all like to complain about a lot of stuff. A lot of y'all like to complain. So 2027, it is what it is. Godzilla, Kong, Supernova. Let's get it, Renzo gang. I cannot wait, and I know you can't wait. And comment down below. I already know. I already know. Comment down below who's better between Godzilla and Kong. Because I know there's a lot of y'all Godzilla fans are like, I told you he'll beat Kong. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he did beat Kong, but at the same time, he needed Kong's help to fight Mecha Godzilla. And Kong put the pause on Mecha Godzilla. Kong is like that. Stop playing with Kong, even though Godzilla was a little much. But at the same time, Kong is like that. Stop playing with Kong. So post your comments down below. Let me know what you thought. If you enjoyed this reaction, hit that like button, share, subscribe. And make sure when you subscribe, hit that post notification bell so you'll be first to get your videos. Because Renzo Gang, I'm doing this for y'all. Because you will get notified once I drop these videos. You feel me, Renzo Gang? I love y'all and I appreciate all the support you guys been sending me. I appreciate the support. I love you guys. I thank you. Thank you. I'm living one of my dreams. Thank you. So with that being said, Renzo Gang, you feel me? I'm out.